Hey, good evening, guys. How's everyone doing? Hopefully, everybody's doing fantastic. It's me, Brad, and I'm here with another clip. This is clip number 53. And what I'm going to teach about the Bible today, guys, King James Version, I'm in Deuteronomy 20 to 21. So, what I'm speaking about today is principles governing warfare. So I'm going to read a little bit. Got the Bible here in my hand, as you can see. Nice view out there. The Bible's right there. Just going to read a little part. When you go out to battle against your enemies and see horses and chariots and people more numerous than you, do not be afraid of them, for the Lord your God is with you, who brought you up from the land of Egypt. So these are the people that God brought up from Egypt, the Israelites. And he's letting them know, even though he's giving them land that they live in, that when they see other people come around with horses and chariots more numerous than them, don't be afraid, because he's with them. And basically, Moses is the one that's doing all the... Well, actually, it wouldn't be Moses talking right now, because Moses wasn't allowed to enter the land. So I just figured that out in my mind. But it would be other priests, pastors, that were given authority to replace Moses. And he shall say to them, Hear, O Israel, today you are on the verge of battle with your enemies. Do not let your heart faint. Do not be afraid, and do not tremble or be terrified because of them. For the Lord your God is he who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies, to save you. Now that's amazing, because you want to know what? God really loved these people. I'll tell you that right now. He loved these people a lot, because all the plagues that he did, and then he got them out of there. I mean, just amazing. It's unbelievable, the stuff he did for them. Splitting the Red Sea apart so they could cross. And obviously he did more, because when he split that Red Sea, it obviously had to be dry, right? There's no way they would be able to walk through a sea that's been buried in water comfortably. They would sink like mud, like quicksand. So obviously, when he did that great miracle, it must have been somewhat dry so they could pass by. And when he brought that fiery flame that came down from heaven to separate the Egyptians from tackling them and trying to catch them and kill them, because they thought God basically brought them to the Red Sea and then was leaving them there. No, he never did. He basically brought them there to bring about the most biggest miracle ever. So, reading on a little further, then it says, Then the officer shall speak to the people, saying, What a man is there who has built... So he's basically telling them, if a man has built his house and has not lived in it yet, go back home. Because you don't want another man taking over your house if you're to get killed in battle. If a man is with a woman and he hasn't married her yet, let that man go back home, so that nobody else will take his wife and he can marry his wife. Then he also tells them that if you're a faint-hearted person, if you're a chicken, basically, go back home, because we don't want you and your family, because everybody else is going to turn into chickens, and you're not going to do no good in this battle. So you might as well go back home. That's basically what he said in these verses. Then he goes on to say, and so it shall be, when the officers have finished speaking to the people, that they shall make captains of the armies to lead the people. When you go near a city to fight against it, then proclaim an offer of peace to it. So basically, they're supposed to go to the city, offer peace. And if they don't offer peace, then God says, go and besiege it, which means take it over. And if they do accept your peace, then they're supposed to give you tribute and honor you and respect you and serve you. But if they don't, then God's people are to take it over, besiege it, And one part in here, basically God says, and when the Lord your God delivers it into your hands, you shall strike every male in it with the edge of the sword. But the women, the little ones, and the livestock, and all that is in the city, all its spoil, you shall plunder for yourself, and you shall eat the enemy's plunder, which the Lord your God gives you. So there you go. When God gives them this, then they are to destroy all the males that are in that city, that camp. Not even one. Even the young ones. It's kind of sad, but all the males are gone. But all the women and children and livestock they can keep. And then it says, this you shall do to all the cities which you are very far from, that are very far from you, which are not of the cities of these nations. But of the cities of these people which the Lord your God gives you as an inheritance, you shall let nothing that breathes remain alive. Wow, that's different. So in those cities that are far away, they are to not let nothing live. They are to kill all of it. The Hittite, the Amorite, the Kenite, the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Just as the Lord has commanded you. Lest they teach you to do according to all their abominations which they have done for their gods, and you sin against the Lord your God. So basically that's why they're being wiped out. Because they're creating and doing abominations, things they should not be doing, things that are not according to God's ways. So that's why they have to be destroyed, so they don't teach God's people wrongful living. And he even goes on further to let them know that when you besiege a city for a long time while making war against it to take it, you shall not destroy its trees by wielding an axe against them. If you can eat of them, do not cut them down. So trees that you cannot eat, trees that you can eat from, you don't cut them. But trees that you cannot eat from, then you can go ahead and cut them if you want. Only trees which you know are not trees for food, you may destroy and cut down to build. Wow, that's amazing. So there's another short little chapter in the Bible. And again, I'm just going, chapter by chapter, slow, easy, breaking it down to you so you understand God's ways, you understand his word. It's not that difficult. It's just taking the time to understand it, read it slowly, ask God to show you his word, teach you his word, and he'll do that. He's done that for me, to me, and I enjoy it and I love it. And oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times I read this Bible. I know I've said it so many times, but guys, even though I read it, I don't know it all. I mean, seriously, I'm not one of those people that memorize verses and can say things off the spit of my tongue. I'm not like that at all. I need the Bible in front of me so I can read it. What goes in my mind, I know what goes in there. I know what I read. I might not be able to quote it, but I can pull up pieces of it. I can sometimes tell you some stories. I can tell you some stories. I remember a lot of stuff, but I'm not one of those ones who quotes verses and can spit it off my tongue like that. But my knowledge and wisdom that I have is exactly that. It's the knowledge and wisdom I have that God has opened my eyes so I can see it and read it. And it's quite interesting how God puts in the Bible too that sinners can't see it. Sinners can read the Bible 100 times and they won't see what God, the mysteries and God's true underlining word. That's unbelievable. A born-again Christian person who believes in God, lives for God. God opens your eyes and lets you see things that other people can't see. Know things that other people don't know. Understand things that people don't understand. That's awesome and amazing. So I'm coming out here just trying to, hey, help my brothers, help my sisters. If there's something you don't understand, you haven't read the Bible, I'm breaking it down to you chapter by chapter, verse by verse. It's what I do all the time anyways. I've done it so many times. So now I just decided to share it with my fellow brothers and sisters. I was supposed to do this on the 1st of the month, so I apologize for those of you who do watch my videos and listen to them. A little late. Today's the 7th, and but I still got to it. So I hope you enjoyed this short little clip, and we will see you next time. Man, time's going so fast. So it'd be October 1st. My gosh, I can't believe how fast time is coming. We already got the fall weather creeping in, the colder temperatures sneaking in. We had a lot of rain this year, and I don't know what's going to happen this year with the snow, because the snow, for whatever reason, and I'm okay with it because I don't like snow, the snow has been the last 2 years not coming to like almost January, like full snow, not talking like a little drizzle, full snow. And I've been marking it down on my phone in my notes the last 2 years. I don't got the exact date top of my head, but it's been like first, second week of January. That's when we've been getting the winter snow. So anyways, guys, God bless you. Wish you all the best. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Man, I can't talk. That's why it's time for me to go, because I'm tired. But I hope this was educational for your mind. Hope I teach some of you guys some stuff. And feel free to go to YouTube, BRW Testimonies, where you can hear my true stories and testimonies of living a life for God after I became a born-again Christian, and all the many different things that have happened to me in my life, and I continue to share, and they continue to happen. I love you guys, all of you, sinners, born-again Christians. Love you all. Take care of yourself. God bless. Have a wonderful night. Bye for now.